is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
He's got him in the flat. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
And you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hands it off. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a second down play. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Got it behind the line. It's Jansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
That's reeled in. It's Whitaker. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. The Canes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, the running back has it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He'll toss it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback keeps it, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Kane. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. NC State quick to the line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Going up top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot. Look up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Run the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. Touchdown, NC State! What a catch and run for 6.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're going back to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite it.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do...
And he intercepts it, bringing it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Hurricanes! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, Canes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really... They're up by 4 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Shakes off a tackle. Quarterback gets the first down. Touchdown, Miami! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami 28, NC State 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Here comes the hurry up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Kane. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The give on the inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Trying to find his man on first down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Skips away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately. shortly, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. On second down, he'll fire. They're bringing heat. Nice move there. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 35 to Bowling Green.
Looking downfield, it's Kane. Gets it out quickly.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense. Clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fourth down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Calls his own number. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. Just plowing ahead. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to the ground game on the left. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The run to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kane. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll try to run for it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They get to the line quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of
the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give to the tailback. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this team.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Kane. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Number 4.
In with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got it. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Red pass, it's complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. NC State quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Kane. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Complete out of the backfield. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not
running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they've got to.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. And the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Fires to the wideout.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Brings up second down.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick and maybe time for a play or two. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field seem